Live on twitch.tv/guildmag with some Guild Wars 2 map completion. Come hang out and relax. There we go. All the hype tweeting. The hype tweeting is tweeted. All the hype is hyped. We are hype. That's what we are right now. Alright, clearly this isn't... Guys, clearly this is not the character we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing her. Because she's, well, let's be honest, she's not quite as awesome, but she'll do in a pinch, right? Open my water here. I got 2 waters, guys. I got 2 waters just in case. Just in case it gets extra exciting tonight. I don't think it's going to. Astralaria in chat says, nice Sylvari, and hello. Hello, thank you for enjoying my Sylvari. I think he's pretty cool. He's my main. He's my guardian. He's got all the legendaries. He's pretty swanky. FPS Polska in chat says, oh yeah, yup, it is time for yet another Strem. We're going to go to Fields of Ruin today. Because if any of you regulars have picked up on the order yet, we're going by level. So of course we were going to do Fields of Ruin next. How else would we do it? Am I right? Got my Guild Wars 2 shirt on. No big deal. And there's no collusion happening here at all. there's no bias here at Guildmag whatsoever. All right, let's do our old zoom in. I gotta get Axe Mace going one of these days, but not today. FPS Polska says, just a suggestion for the stream. You should put up a starting screen so we can get in here and not miss anything. Yeah, I know. We have one too. I just don't have the assets on my computer, so that hasn't happened yet. But we have one for the podcast, so it's definitely a thing that we can do. I just don't have the assets right now. We will figure that out soon. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion, because you're definitely right. It's helpful. Get my oh my god, guys, I have loot. I have a loot extravaganza on my hands. Let's handle some of this junk. 133 tomes of knowledge. What am I doing with my life? Open that. Some poultry. Poultry's not worth anything anymore, though. I don't know why. I don't know why it dropped. Does anybody know why poultry dropped? Handle all this junk. Yeah, I don't use gem store salvage kits or have gem store inventory space. Guys, I'm all natural. It's fantastic. Get rid of some of this luck. We should sell our gray items too, shouldn't we? Polska says, oh cool, I just feel like I miss at the beginning sometimes. Yeah, I know. It's a little bit rough, but I'll talk to Sandra about getting me those assets for a start screen, because that's really helpful. And maybe some wubs. Maybe some sick wubs. Alright, don't need the stone relics. All this is from Lornar's Pass last week. That was a crazy stream, and it looks like I'm topped out on this itty-bitty leather, thin leather sections. How much can I sell a stack of those for, do I wonder? 8 gold! Guys, 8 gold for a stack of tier 2 leather. Am I in heaven or what? I'm selling that junk. Alright. I am in 100%. I could go through all my other stuff and see what that'll sell for, because I haven't sold my bank in a long freaking time. But we're gonna neglect to do that on the stream. I'll do that after and tweet about it. That's what I do. I do things and I tweet about them. That's pretty much an apt description of my life. And then we'll get these last 3 salvaged. Oh, and I should salvage that exotic down there as well. I think we got that as a drop last stream. Grab that guy. Ah, misclicks. 2 ectos. I'm happy with that. I am happy with a double ecto. Alright. Let's get this here. And also let's use staff tonight, guys. You guys feeling staff? I'm feeling staff. See, I got an axe here, but he's not really, I don't have a mace to go with him. But yeah, let's do the staff thing tonight. And I think we're ready then. My inventory a little more centered. I think we're ready to head out to Fields of Ruin, because, you know, that's pretty cool. Oh, and I don't have it because I haven't been there, so I need to go through the Ruickton portal. Get over to Ruickton here. Divinity Reach, I haven't been there in a while. I mean, not on this stream. I mean, I know we're there right now, currently, but, I mean, on the stream, we don't usually go there very much, except parking at the very end. That's not the thing I want. I want over here. Time to glide. Divinity's Reach is definitely my favorite of the racial cities. It's the coolest. I mean, look at this junk, guys. I'm a sucker for the whole European-style fantasy, so, like, the whole castle, you know, castle and village thing really does it for me in Divinity's Reach, and the fact that it's just pretty much a giant citadel is, it's kind of amazing. Where am I even going? Nice little restaurant here. I need to be going over here to the portal, which could have been, guys, it could have been gone to way more directly, but I decided I'd be clever and not do that. So now we are coming up on the portal. And through it we go to Ebonhawke, which is pretty similar to Divinity's Reach, just not anywhere near as grand. I mean, the gates are more grand, but the gates are really Ebonhawke's only pretty cool feature. I mean, I guess you got all the cool graves and stuff, but... yeah, so here we are at Ebonhawke. There's, guys, I'm not going to lie to you, we're probably going to spend a lot of time in Ebonhawke at the beginning of this stream, so if that, like, bothers you, you could, like, come back in, like, 45 minutes and we might be out of it, but maybe not. Gate Assistant Feder, what do you have to say?
If I adjust the ecto-magical value to make an adjustment to the conglomeration formula, I should find that the ratio...
What are you doing?
To maintain my position as gate operator, I have to show those up-and-coming snot-nosed geniuses.
Oh, and he just walked out on me. Dude, I am not done with
Excelsior.
Those geniuses who want my job, they aren't worthy to polish my transmodulators.
Right. Good for you, dude. So he's the gate operator. There's a little reedy over here. There's a lot of reedy things in here that you can read about the founding of the city.
If we increase the sympathetic resonance, perhaps the power output can be boosted.
If you say so. But yeah, Ebonhawke, lots of things to read. The founding, what's that? 15? Yeah, we're gonna find these out of order, but basically these stories that you find around the city tell the story of the founding of the city. The Rise of Ebonhawke, Volume 15, A Heart Loss. Koro approached the camp at dusk, her two defenders nowhere in sight. Her pace slowed and staggered. Blood dripped from her face, and blinded, she tripped over a rock. She fell before our makeshift camp. Continue reading. Koro had tapped her own life force so that we would make it. Kieran held her in his arms in her final moments. She reminded him of the last time she had created such an illusion to save her unit, years before. Continue reading. Her parting words bolstered our desire to survive. She truly was the heart of the Falcons, but the Vanguard would not let her death be in vain. Alright, so that was about a character from Guild Wars 1 named Koro Sagewind, and she was a Mesmer in the Ebon Vanguard, which was basically Ascalonian Special Forces back in Guild Wars 1. And, God, there's so much... Guys, there's so much lore, it's kind of overwhelming. And, basically, they were sort of a Special Forces unit from Ascalon that were operating out of an outpost called the Eye of the North, north of the Wall, which I can actually show you where that is. It is... I have never been to it on this character, but it's, like, right up here. That's where the Eye of the North is, and this is where the Great Northern Wall is, so that's, you know, pretty long ways off. But, oh, there's Trilla. There's Trilla Midwell. We got her twice for guild missions the other day. Yesterday, in fact. But, yeah, and that, what we were reading about just there was the story of, basically, the Ebon Vanguard founded this city here. When the Char were pushing everybody back, Captain Gwen Thackeray, married to Kieran Thackeray, who we read about in the book as well, founded the city together. They led... Ooh. She's getting fighted. Let's go fight. Let's go fight Trilla Midwell. And that's kind of how the city came to be. And the story there was about the death of Koro Sagewind, who was only referred to as Koro, of course, in the book. And basically she was one of the more interesting kind of core members of the Ebon Falcons, which were an even more elite unit from the already elite Ebon Vanguard. So, pretty cool stuff.
Defense, then offense.
The forming of the city of Ebonhawke. Ah, oh my god. Stun break. Is she dead? Did she die? I don't see her. Oh, there she is.
Quickly.
I mean, this won't get us any guild missions rewards. This is just for the lulz. For fighting here. I mean, it'll get us event XP, so it's not worthless. See, 12k XP. We're in the... I'm into it. I know I said last time I was going to keep training Pack Mastery, but I'm actually... I realized that Fractal, I only have one more tier to train to max it, so I'm just training Fractal tier 4 to finish that out, so I don't have to come back to it. Alright. I'm going to try not to sit around and read too much in Ebonhawke, or else we're going to be here all freaking night. But, I figured I'd circle and then go into the middle. Maybe take care of these events here. Basically, so Separatists, right? I think we've been over this before, but right now, due to the events in the Ghosts of Ascalon novel, which was the first Guild Wars 2 novel out of 3, the Char and the humans have a peace treaty right now. And basically the Separatist humans are anti-peace treaty with the Char. They want to continue the war, and same with the Char renegades, who we'll run into in this zone as well. And they're basically the kind of extremist nationalist factions of the human and the Char. And they're very much against the peace treaty. Alright. And that's why they're kind of causing... Basically, the Separatists are essentially domestic terrorists. So, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, that's why they're here being bad guys. Because they vehemently oppose the peace treaty with the Char. He's just kind of standing there. We'll fix him. Jade Wind's going. Yeah, isn't Ebonhawke pretty neat? I think it's pretty neat. It's, like I said, really high walls. Not quite as good as Divinity's Reach, in my opinion. I didn't show you the Hawk Gates. Let's go back to the Hawk Gates, because they're the coolest part of Ebonhawke. There's a lot of cool landmarks. So I'm going to focus more on the landmarks than the reading. But I just kind of wanted to read a couple of the stories to kind of give us some background info on the city. How much? 40%? Only a little, only about halfway through this event, but it shouldn't go too slowly. I don't think it's... I mean, it's probably super high up skilled, actually, because guild missions are always running through here. I'm hitting super... Is it just me, or am I hitting super hard for, like... What am I down level 2? Level 32? I feel like level 32 should be hitting... like the fat 1400s that I'm pulling with my hammer, but I pulled crap with my staff, so... You know, whatever. My waypoint there. Kestrel waypoint. Drive these dudes back.
Losing blood.
There we go. And you can see the most of the Ebon Vanguard are wearing Ascalonian armor, because this is the this is basically the last human Ascalonian settlement in anywhere ever. Because the humans obviously used to own all this. Well, not all that, but all this. And they've just been, over the years, they were driven out of Ascalon and further and further south by the Char until Ebonhawke was the only outpost remaining. Pretty sad. And obviously, Ebonhawke is pretty impenetrable. Let's go back and look at the gates. Because you see these huge walls here, and then the gates up there have a very narrow opening. Not a lot of room for entry. And they're very, very sturdy. They're very sturdy, yet artistically pleasing gates. They're very pretty, but they're also very sturdy. It's kind of weird. They remind me a lot of the Twin Kings monument from the Lord of the Rings movies. Wait. Doing damage to me? Not cool, bro. I love that staff 2 combo. That's so good.
Fight for your land. Fight for your ancestors.
Let's take this dude out. Ooh, it's a bomber. Oh, are we at phase 2 of the event? Kill the Separatist bombers. Oh my god, 9 of them. I'm gonna be here all freaking day. Let's focus on the Mad Bombardier here. Tom Bombardier. Wow, that Reaper sure wasted that dude. I didn't get many hits in. looks like only 2 more of these guys left to kill. So that didn't take too long. She must be all power spec.
Spoils of battle.
Thank the gods.
Alright. Let's head up and take a look at the gates really quick, and then we'll pop through the rest of Ebonhawke. There's quite a bit to do here, obviously. I think we got a couple hearts. Quite a bit to do in Ebonhawke. Get our speed
Nothing can
going.
bring me down.
I need to remember to use this boon a little bit more than my super speed, because I don't like being out of energy. It's not very fun. But yeah, here are the hawk gates. They're pretty neat. The gates are like these wing things. They're there's 2 sides to them.
I need a moment.
Pretty sweet. And yeah, they keep the char out along with the giant freaking walls. So that's pretty cool. Let's head back down here, and we'll just do a loop, and then I mean, I guess I could hit up the stuff in the center. Why not, right? Did I get the heart done? Yeah, I did get the heart done during the event. Sweet, perfect, awesome. That is what I love to hear. All done with the heart. Okay, grab this POI here. Got some decrepit looking wagons over here. Cool stuff. More hawk art. As you can see, they're pretty dedicated to their namesake. There's Postern Gate for us. There are quite a few, I believe we can go in this side, this tavern here. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time here because I don't want to be here all night.
Like this treaty.
But I do want to go into a few buildings.
Look
Maybe
at it
just
this
one.
way. Peace will mean more business.
Huh. I ain't serving no char in my place. You can count on that.
You may have to. Besides, their gold is the same color as ours.
Well, you can clean up the hairballs.
So he's a wee bit of a racist, and she's not. It's pretty cool. And we got it looks like we got a group of adventurers here. Let's see what they're up to. A true soldier recognizes the skill in others, opponents and allies alike. My friends may be unusual, but they're each an asset in their own way. Very cool. How are you an asset, Mark? Brenda's skills with a weapon are nigh unsurpassable, but in the rare case of a defeat, she blames her failure on equipment malfunctions. The armor's cracked, the sword's not balanced, la 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 la. Maybe she needs new equipment. Granted, the armor was cracked that one time, and maybe the sword wasn't the best quality. Who knew swords could shatter like that? And she did still take the ogre down with her bare hands.
This is our
Very
soil,
cool.
our land, our ale.
Yeah, you're very ornery, sir. You need to calm down. Maybe cut the drinking short for the night. You know. Phil Stonefist. That is a very interesting way to spell Phil. That's a cool painting up there too. Obviously, all the paintings are just concept art. I believe that's Logan Thackeray concept art. The armor's slightly different than. Actually, I think that might be Orion armor, but that does look like Logan Thackeray. It might be early concept, or it could be Orion concept art. Guys, I don't know. I don't have an eye for this crap.
May Lissa aid you.
I'm putting together a book of my observations of impressive
250
battles.
Years, give or take. 250 years.
He's very
Here
drunk.
we go again.
These walls have stood against the char since 1080. Why are we giving up now?
No more for you today. Go home and dry out.
I agree. He's kind of annoying when you're trying to read dialogue. Alright. You know, to teach up and coming soldiers how to do it right? I've only just started, but it's going to be inspiring, and I've already got the perfect name for it. What are you going to call the book? Gold Diamonds. The name alone will sell millions of copies. That makes less than no sense, sir. Alright, let's explore this place a little bit. Look at all the cool paintings. Very neat. We could explore in first person. Pretty awesome. This is a tavern, obviously, if you didn't pick up on that. Kind of a hangout area back here. Rooms up here. We go for. There's multiple stories. Look how much detail they put in these inside buildings and stuff, guys. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Got just bookshelves full of stuff here. You know, somebody worked on that vase model and just rendered it, you know. That, the writing on that book is probably translated somewhere on the internet. I couldn't tell you where to find it. I don't know. There's, like, places. I think the forums would probably be the best place to start. Got someone. We can just creep on this person sleeping here. That's fun. We got another one of those founding volumes. I don't think I'll read any more of those. It'll take a long time. But yeah, pretty neat. We'll go up to the 3rd floor and then we'll head out. There's a waitress with a sword. It's more than a little alarming. But, you know, whatever. Wow, there's more stories. I haven't been in here in a pretty long time. Here's kind of a sleeping adventurer. I guess they're a local. Got a desk with more books. I definitely advise you to come here and read the founding books. If not here, then on the wiki at least. A whispered voice comes from inside the wardrobe. Shh! Go away! You'll find me if you talk to me. I'd like to think that's, instead of a child like playing hide and seek, I'd like to think that person's in like a very serious dilemma. And there's like a very pertinent bit of storytelling going on there that we're just not aware of. And then we have a little kind of a secret meeting going on up here. Let's see what's up. Are they gonna talk or are they just gonna grunt? Alright, what's going on, Susanna? Who would have known that such small drinks could have so much flavor? They're so sweet. Hiccup. What have you been drinking? Oh, have you been drinking a lot? No. Yes. I thought as much. So they're sitting up here drinking together, kind of privately. It's kind of the VIP lounge, you know what I'm saying? But let's pop on out of here and actually get started on some map completion. I just wanted to show you some of the buildings and stuff in Ebonhawke. Now, guys, for the true test, finding my way the hell out of here. I guess the stairs are just a big spiral, aren't they? I could just stay on them like a normal human being. Alright, there we go. Oh, God, okay. I thought I had found my way into a basement for a second, and I was like, oh, God. There's Volume 1. I mean, we could read Volume 1.
Give or take.
Oh, we have to listen to this sod.
Years.
Here we go again.
These walls have stood against the char since 1080.
Yeah, 1080.
Why are we giving up now?
No
Yeah.
more for you today. Go home and dry out.
I would kick him out myself if I could. Alright, The Rise of Ebonhawke, Volume 1, The Recall. Read it. A messenger from Ascalon arrived today, bringing the first word from home since the Vanguard were tasked with slowing the Char offensive years ago. The Vanguard's deeds reached the ears of the king, so basically, Ascalon was still standing in inhuman possession when Ebonhawke was founded. Continue reading. The forces have been recalled. There's a quiet relief that can be felt throughout the unit. Their long, hard-fought struggle is coming to an end. Continue reading. Away from the troops, Captain Gwen Thackeray seems concerned, an unspoken question on her lips.
I
Though
don't like
Ascalon
this
is...
treaty idea.
God,
I don't like it one bit.
God, dude,
Look at
come
it
on,
this
man.
way. Peace will mean more business.
Yeah, I've heard.
I ain't serving no char in my place. You can
Guys,
count on
they've-
that.
They've ruined
You may have to.
my...
Besides, their gold is the same color as ours.
Well, you can clean up the hairballs.
They're ruining everything. We need to get out of here. Okay. Though Ascalon is telling them to return, is their mission really complete with the Char still nearby? The troops leave a skeleton force to protect the Eye of the North as they set out in the black of night on their return journey. The captain won't let the Char know that we've all but abandoned the North. Right, so that's basically they're recalling the troops from the Eye of the North back to Ascalon in that story, and what ends up happening from there... Oh, here's Trilla again. Let's kill her again. What ends up happening there is that results in the founding of Ebonhawke.
Defense,
which is
then
pretty cool.
offense.
And that is founded, of course, by Gwen and... not Logan. Gwen and Kieran. Who were both heroes you could have in your party in Guild Wars 1. Gwen especially was a pivotal character in Guild Wars Eye of the North. And is also interactable with as a child in Pre-Searing Ascalon. They did a lot of interesting things with Gwen. She's one of the oldest characters in the game, as far as like IRL. She was a very early concept character.
Nothing can bring me down.
All right, I surrender.
There's 12,000 XP for us there. I bet those frickin' twisters are still active too. All right, we need to go up to the graveyard, kind of hang out. Oi! And this is where, I believe, where will FPS Polska says so much lore in small area. Yeah, Ebonhawke is extremely lore heavy. Which is why I'm not going to go over all of it, because we would really be here all day. I am going to highly advise you guys to explore around Ebonhawke, though, if you haven't before, and indulge in the lore. Like, we're not going to read all those gravestones. That's going to be a nightmare. We are going to come up here because there's a skill point, though. This is called Defender's Field. We're going to read Gwen's gravestone. A simple memorial marks the final resting place of Ascalonian hero and Ebon Vanguard commander Gwen Thackeray, loving wife of Lieutenant Kieran Thackeray, and ancestor to Captain Logan Thackeray, who, of course, we all know who Logan Thackeray is. And we will commune with this place of power. Very cool. That's all done. Our first skill point of the map. Only 5 skill points here. Not a whole lot of objectives on Fields of Ruin. Like, I mean, 20 POIs is a bit high, but only 13 hearts. You know, only 5 skill points. 17 waypoints, pretty average. And only 6 vistas. So, it's definitely not the most objective-intensive map in the world. Let's head on out of here. And I don't know if I'll do this event or not. It might be. Is it the weird script? Yeah, you gotta wrangle moas and stuff. I'm not into that, guys. Like, what am I? Yeah, no. I'm good. Guys, we can live without this event. And that vista up here, we actually have to go all the way over to this field and climb up the wall there and then hop on all the way over to the vista. So that's what's gonna happen there. And then, of course, I haven't forgotten about the center. We're gonna come in and grab that POI. Astralaria says Gwen with a heart. Yes, Gwen was pretty awesome, guys. If I do say, like, she would, let's be honest, Gwen was a grump. Like, Gwen was a big old grump, right? But she was pretty cool. She's a pretty cool character. But she was very grumpy. She was super serious. She didn't have, she wasn't much for, you know, lighthearted humor. She was very super serial all the time. Alright, looks like I've got my trusty companion Alenia coming to join me in the Ebonhawke completion party. So that's pretty cool. I always like it when she comes and joins me. Alright, WG says, yo, what's up, Aaron and chat? And then they've copy-pasted a poem that I'm not sure, I mean, that I'm not gonna lie to you, WG, that might be a little too long for me to read out loud on stream. But thank you for the poem, nonetheless. That is fantastic. Alright. So that was the way up to this vista. And you see, you can kind of see out over Ebonhawke. It's pretty cool, huh? I love how everything, I mean, the wall is obviously a little unrendered there in the very distance, but perhaps if I turn my render sampling up, it will be rendered. How's that? Nope, it's still unrendered. Oh well. Check that out. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's basically, like, Ebonhawke is basically discount Divinity's Reach in all seriousness. Yeah, pretty much discount DR. Like, it looks a little shabbier, you know. And of course, guys, obviously we're gonna glide off here. Oh, it was Ascalon Vista Viewer today. Fantastic. Got a little daily done there. That's pretty cool. All right, let's glide off here. Turn our render sampling back down to native. This make a huge difference anyway. All right, and we'll grab that POI there in the center. Oh, that was lucky. My I was looking at my dashboard and my thing ran out, but I was right over a roof, so I went unharmed. Pretty awesome. So this is the Hawk Heart right here. This is actually a, I want to say it's a guild trek location. It might not be. Let's read the plaques. For the men who lived to guard us all, they stood defiant atop the wall. So there's some little poems just dedicated to the people that died defending Ebonhawke and Ascalon. Come to the fore, O sons of Ascalon, we fight once more, the battle lines are drawn. Not the best poems, but they're better than I could make. If here they fall, they shall live on, whenever you cry for Ascalon. Very cool. Did we already read this one? Fear not the cost in blood or gold, mourn the lost, for they'll never grow old. And then I think this one was the first one we read. Yeah, it was. Alright, so that's kind of cool. And then we've got Priest to the Human Gods here. We've got Priest of Grenth and Dwayna and Lissa, Balthazar, Melandru, and Cormyr. And those are the 6 human gods, so that's pretty cool. Nobody giving Abaddon the time of day. That's too bad. I don't know if that's entirely legal to worship Abaddon. Alright. Here's that done. And,
I need your help.
I don't like gather events either, so I don't know that we'll do that event either. We might tag it. But let's do this heart and kill Skrit. Is there anything else I need to do in Ebonhawke? I don't think so. I think I just need to do this heart, and then we can take off out of Divinity's Reach. WG says Cormyr forever. Yeah, Cormyr's pretty cool. She's a pretty cool character in Nightfall. A lot of people cry that she steals your character's credit, but she really doesn't. She's basically, the whole storyline of Nightfall is Cormyr and her fight against Abaddon. And we end up killing Abaddon in the end, and then she absorbs Abaddon's power. Spoiler alert for Nightfall. I doubt anyone who hasn't played it is planning on it, but she absorbs Abaddon's power and becomes the goddess of truth. Cormyr is originally a human in Guild Wars Nightfall. She's a Sunspear Spear Marshal. And basically she sacrifices herself to become the goddess of truth and absorbs Abaddon's power, because you can't kill a god without the power from a god when you kill one has to go somewhere. Yes. Same reason why, well, no, that's not entirely true, because Grenth never killed Doom, he just imprisoned him. But Grenth is the son of Dwayna, so of course he would be a god anyway. But, yeah, and so just, I feel like just because of that, Cormyr's pretty, guys, Cormyr's kind of a badass, like, let's be honest here. Cormyr's kind of amazing. And, the idea behind the story isn't that we did all the work and she took the credit, it's that we helped each other. So even though it doesn't reflect it very well in the game mechanics, because she's sort of a weak NPC, in story-wise, Cormyr does help significantly in the fight against Abaddon, and is essentially the main character of Nightfall, with us playing an advisory role to her in the storyline, even though since we are the player character, we have to play and be the main focus in the gameplay mechanics. Right, halfway through this heart here. Okay, I thought I was running out of script, guys. I was scared. Where's my F2? There it is. I had to physically look at my keyboard. And now I've switched to Chalice. Fantastic. That's not what I wanted at all. Get rid of this dude. Take all the Skrit out. And I didn't chain my staff too, that's annoying. Alright. Skrit's teasing me. I'm gonna have to kill that Skrit now. Frickin' teasing me. There's that done. Oh man, I thought that was gonna get me the heart. I underestimated the bar. Two more script maybe for the heart, and then we can kind of get going, get on our way, on our merry way. All right, and I am going to go side to side on this map because it's a north to south map for the most part. I mean, it's pretty square, but it's more rectangular going north to south. All right. Let's waypoint back out there, and then we will go this way over to the Crystal Desert Gate, which is one of my favorite locations in the game, and is also the single most infuriating location in the game. Oh wait, no, we haven't gotten the hero point down here. That's what I need to do. Hero points are very helpful because without them, we cannot complete the map. Is she? Yeah, she's on the side.
Things are going to get worse before they get better around here. Tensions are high.
No kidding. Alright, the situation here is a candle perched atop a precariously balanced pile of powder kegs. Wow, could you get more peas in there, please? We hold it together by strength of will alone, in the name of Her Majesty, Queen Jenna. Such dedication in these rare days. Perhaps, perhaps not. You yourself seem honorable and dedicated. Perhaps you'd like to spar with me? I imagine we could both learn from the experience. I'm willing.
There's much I can teach you.
Yeah, I think, I don't think you can teach me much. I'll be perfectly honest
Defense,
with you.
then offense. You have seen battle.
There's that done.
I can tell by the boldness of your attack. Well done.
Yeah. Alright, let's head east. East is the direction we're heading, not, in fact, west. I am amazing. Now, these soldiers have a bit more white to their uniform, because obviously they're fallen angels, which is a detachment of the, you know, of the Ascalonian army. I'm not sure what the fallen angels' duties are specifically. Maybe city guard, I want to say, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this round up the wildlife event looks miserable. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's something I would never want to do in a video game, like, ever. So I'm glad I have the freedom to skip that. All right, let's head out this way. Get some super speed on us. I suppose I could pop a birthday booster on this character, couldn't I? Since I like play her quite a bit. Whatever. We're gonna come right down here. This gate right here is what separates us players from the Crystal Desert, which is probably the location I want to go most in game. Yeah, it's called Desert Gate. If you look here, all down here, there's a little layer of greenery here, but down here, you know, obviously this is like the center of where Kralkatorrik is. Like, Kralkatorrik is probably right here. And all this is labeled the Crystal Desert, clearly, and that's the Crystal Desert. And it's, it was, like, easily the coolest area in Guild Wars 1, in my personal opinion. Just, there was so much layered mystery to it. The environments were so well designed. It's like, and it's really hard to give that good a design to a desert, because
I've got
thank
the
you for
target.
the banner, and thank you for the food. Many thanks. And yeah, and I really was enchanted by the Crystal Desert area in Guild Wars 1, and we can't go to it in Guild Wars 2, and I really hope the what's it called? The Living World takes us there eventually. Alright, this gate is closed for the security of Ebonhawke. I can't let anyone pass without orders from Captain Samuelson or Queen Jenna herself. Why exactly? This gate serves as a barrier against the Crystal Desert. Letting you through would be condemning you to death. Dark events have befallen the desert. What dark events? Truth be told, we don't know exactly. We've only heard whispers. We've been unable to contact Alona since its last refugees fled the desert to Divinity's Reach. Interesting. So yeah, we've been cut off from Alona for quite a long time. We'll help, basically we just help miners here and kill rock things and cliff bats and crap. Pretty basic. But we've been cut off from Alona and Cantha for quite some years now. Couldn't give you an exact timeline, but probably around 150, 200 years. Pretty much since the rise of Zaitan. I want to say that was like 100 or so years ago, maybe 150, maybe 200. Summit like that. It was like 200 years ago or some crap. But yeah, since the rise of Zaitan, we've been cut off from pretty much everywhere. And they don't want us going back into the Crystal Desert. A, because Kralkatorrik is clearly there somewhere, and B, Palawajoko probably has some sort of presence there. I'd like to think Palawajoko and Kralkatorrik are like at war. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to think they are going at it. I'm a big Palawajoko fan. He's like one of the coolest characters they've ever come up with, so I want him to come back into the story so bad, and I think Kralkatorrik would be the perfect way to introduce him. Having us have to gain him as an ally against Kralkatorrik would be very reminiscent of the Nightfall storyline, in which we had to gain him as an ally against Abaddon. It was very interesting. And we are also indirectly responsible. Well, no, we are responsible for well, I would say indirectly, because we did need him in Nightfall, but we didn't re-imprison him, so we kind of are responsible for Palawajoko's current dominion over Ilona, which is too bad. But that's kind of Guild Wars. That's kind of like just how it is in Guild Wars. The player character is always doing stuff that they're like, yeah, this is going to save the world, and it always ends up kind of screwing things up. So that's always fun. That's kind of how Guild Wars goes. There goes this heart. Where's this miner over here? let's not get the rocks until I res the miner. There we go. This should grab us the heart. There we go. Ah, here we are. Alright, let's continue out into the Ogre homelands. I don't know about you guys, I don't really care for Ogre places. Like, I find the Ogre architecture just really reminiscent of the Centaur architecture, but less interesting. And, I kind of get, I don't know, I get sick of the whole Ogre
Ogres
thing.
are assaulting our defenses at Sapper's Delve. Get over there and fight them off.
Right, our troops at Sapper's Delve are fighting off attacking Ogres. Please help them. I will. Sapper's Delve is east, just past Forlorn Hope. Head out the eastern gate and keep following the road. Guys, I have a lot of trouble reading out loud. Like, it is a tough life. Let's grab this waypoint. Forlorn Gate waypoint. We got a little camp here. I don't think there's anything too interesting in there, so we'll just leave that there. But a little cheeky little watchtower up there. Let's go over to this event that I think this is the event we triggered. Can I get at it from this direction? No, I gotta go up here.
Might makes me right.
Alenia in my chat's telling me to use a birthday booster. I don't have one in my inventory. I will use one next stream. Next stream will be birthday booster stream. I'm not gonna go grab one now. Alright. Let's take these guys out.
Advance.
And here we are at Sapper's Delve, the mentioned location of the event. Not cool. God, do you have enough CC? Do you have enough? Seriously. Is that, seems a little excessive. I guess there were 4 of them and they each get 1. And this event will help us quite a bit with the heart, which is nice. Who's this? Vanguard Demolitionist Bastin. It's kind of a weird name. I guess it's not any weirder than Thackeray.
Fury is mine.
The assault is real. We have all the ogres.
Might makes me right.
I don't like that I have weakness on me right now, so we're gonna take care of it. But apparently these guys put it on by default, so that's fun. My yellow brick road down there has some stability, so their CCs aren't destroying me all the time. Looks like we got a veteran or a champ coming our way. Probably a vet, yeah.
New prey.
New prey. Yeah, I think there's only going to be one of us that's going to end up being preyed on. Yeah, there you go. Alright, Commander Neil. Oh, I still need to defeat 4 waves. Okay, I was like, why is the event still going? Let's res the NPCs, get some more heart credit. Looks like that person died down there.
Now you suffer.
Get my yellow brick road down, or else they will be batting us all over the place. There's our heart. I'll res the NPC anyway, because I'm a nice guy. There we go. We're getting a solid amount of karma for our hearts now, too, so our karma's going to be shooting up like cray-cray. Let's take care of these guys. This is going to feel awesome. Yes! Guys, that was amazing. Oh, man, they interrupted Yellow Brick Road. How dare they? Where am I at? Here we are, waiting on those guys. Are there any coming from the other side? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we are good.
Lend me a hand.
I should actually get in my yellow brick road if I'm going to use it, and it's gone. One more wave of ogres should see us well satisfied. And here they are.
defense, then offense.
Yes, that felt amazing. There's that done. And one more boss. Is it champ? Yep, it's a champ. Champion hype! Shred that break bar. Let's just get rid of it. Just get rid of the whole thing. Alright, I don't think he'll be too hard. Listen, he can't be as hard as that frickin' undead berserker in Gandaren. That was crazy. Let's get rid of that break bar. Yeah.
The spirits should be impressed.
Oi! Oh wow. Well, then he's putting all the condies on him. Some
Fury
moves out
is
here.
mine.
Shred that break bar a little more. There we go. Nice. Exotic champ bag. Alright, where are we off to now? Looks like there's some pretty cool stuff going on up there. Let's head over to the skill point, though. That's what, that would be a good idea. Skill points are always a smart plan. And, guys, I've been thwarted by a bush.
I need a moment.
This is my life. Being thwarted by bushes. Alright. Skill point. What have you got for me? Oh, you got hostility for me. Okay, fair enough.
That's how I do it.
Looks like we'll just have to fight hostility with hostility. That was a little bit easy. Kill the Foulbear Master Trainer. Oh, the Foulbear Crawl meta event is going on. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I don't want to like ruin my. I don't want to ruin my systematic map exploration just to get it. And keep going this way. We've got our waypoint up north here, and then we'll keep heading east. Alright. There's that, the Ogre Road waypoint. And, yeah, we'll go into the kind of, Ogre Backwoods area down here. Again, not an area I'm a huge fan of, like Ascalon in general, really, but... Looks like we got another champ down here with Chief Otiu. Otiu. Is that how you'd say that? Otiu? I don't know. But yeah, let's see if we can get in there and waste him. You can tell he's a champ because he's a group event. Let's see if we can grab that. I don't know if there's a heart down here or not. There might not be a heart, but there's a POI up there, so we definitely have to get in there eventually. Should be just around here. And over this way. I'm navigating by minimap here, guys. That is what's happening. Just run past the ogres. I mean, there's no heart, so like, it's not a huge deal running past the ogres.
Nothing can bring me down.
Nothing can bring me down. Except trying to solo champs. That is a proven method of bringing us down. Looks like someone's fighting him. We'll jump in on that. we'll leech off whoever's fighting this champ. It'll be great. Looks like they're pet tanking him. Let's get rid of that break bar. Apparently he's invulnerable. That's cool. Gonna make me fight frickin' boars. What a noob. Alright, come on. Come on, buddy. Alright. There's the break bar gone.
Nothing can bring me down.
Wow, this is gonna be fun. Letting him shield up every, I think it's 25% or so. We're knocking out his health super quick though. What's this stat 5 recharge? Wow, that just wasted his break bar in one go. That was amazing. Jade Wind doesn't affect champs, which is great. Just fantastic. Yeah, I think as far as how, like, feel, just which weapons feel the best to me, Staff is my favorite. But Sword Shield definitely hits harder and is, a little more savvy for all-around combat.
This isn't over.
I like
Millennia
it.
says this is one of the few places you can get a red moa. Oh, very cool. Oh yeah, right there, red moa. So you guys, if you have a red moa, if you need a red moa, definitely come and cap one over here. Very cool. She says here in Eternal Battlegrounds. Interesting. I think I went to Eternal Battlegrounds to cap a alpine wolf. I don't know. Yeah, I capped something there. Going this way, and where's the way out? Over here? Yeah, over here. Then we'll come up over that way. Also, one of my favorite spots in the game is on this map, but it's very far north. We won't get to it till probably the end of the stream. In fact, we might end the stream on this location. For now, we'll settle for popping up this way. What do we got? A bit of a escort going on here. I think that escort actually takes us up to that POI, so we might just tag along on it. Is what might happen.
Might makes me right.
Listen, I need for the conditions to stop. Okay. Shiro doesn't have any Condi cleanse. I guess that's the that's the drawback to Shiro is the lack of Condi cleanse. I managed to dodge that. That was kind of cool. Like, look, I played well for once. Isn't it amazing? Alright, let's get Nia up here. Yeah, because I believe Nia lives at the garden up there. And she's rescuing Symbol's hounds. I believe Symbol also lives at the garden up there. Where are these hounds at? Usually events have an end marker. Like, usually escort events have an end marker. Dibbly83 says, the wall of Ebonhawke is one of my favorite views from below and outside. Yeah, the Ebonhawke wall is super cool. It goes up super high. Gives you an amazing view. We were checking out the vista earlier. It is really quite amazing. Alright, I'm not sure where this event is supposed to end. I don't want it to go take me too far out of the way. Kind of have an agenda here. He's grabbing the ore there. Let's take him out, guys. This is kind of.
Intruders! Keep them away from the pens.
Oh, are we just going here? Is this where we're headed? This little camp right here.
Nothing can bring me down. Now you
Together we have no
Use some
people.
nice little AoEs there. Alright, Dibbly83 says, what's the spot you like on the map? Or are you keeping them surprised until you get there? Killeen's Grave. If anyone is familiar with Killeen's Grave, that's one of my favorite locations in the game. Easily. Because yeah, I mean, because I read the books before the game came out, obviously, so it was, since I already had that, since I knew that character's backstory before even playing the game, it just really resonated with me actually seeing it in person. And that's all the way up in the northwestern corner of the map. Here's Symbol's hounds.
Joined us. We must get them back to Symbol's rescue.
Alright, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Come on. Let's go. If we could move faster, that would be fantastic.
Fury is mine.
Did that even give her swiftness? No, it did not. Not in any capacity. Alright, Dibbly83 says, thanks for the quick replies. I still need to read Sea of Sorrows. Sea of Sorrows is pretty cool. I read that, I binge read that one day. I actually waited a long time after Sea of Sorrows came out to read it. I read it like 6 months ago. But yeah, I binge read that. It's pretty good. It's probably the second best of the three. I'd say Ghost of Ascalon is the best of the three.
Soon.
Then Sea of Sorrows, then Edge. Guys, I'm not a fan of Edge of Destiny personally. I think it's Edge of Destiny is a little... It's not great. It's not great. Let's just leave it at that. It's basically, like, it has way too many action sequences. Edge of Destiny does. It's just...
choose to live with us.
It's like a hub-based... Like, Edge of Destiny is like a hub-based video game. They kill a dragon lieutenant, and then they go back to base, make a new plan, and then they kill a dragon lieutenant, and it just... You know, that's like, okay, like two times max in a novel before the climax, but they do it like 5 or 6 times, and it's kind of ridiculous. So, I just kind of, like, and I like an action book. Like, I write a lot of action in my writing, and I didn't like how much action was in Edge of Destiny. It was just too much. It was too much. There was, like, action was the plot, and I thought it could have worked better if it explored the characters a little bit. I mean, Edge of Destiny has some pretty good character development in it, though. Like, I'm not gonna knock it. No, I can't knock it for character development, because it does develop the characters really well. It's just, I think, there could have been a more interesting story to tell with those characters than just, they kill the dragon minion, they kill the dragon minion, they kill the dragon minion. It's like, I get it, they're a too cool group. Let's tell some different stories with them, yeah? I feel like a lot of Edge of Destiny could have just been taken out, and you could have had a much shorter book with the same story impact, same lore implications. So, yeah, there's my little Edge of Destiny rant. Dibbly83 says, yeah, I really enjoyed Ghosts. Yeah, Ghosts is my favorite of them, easily. I mean, not that Sea of Sorrows is bad. Sea of Sorrows, actually, I really love a lot of what's in Sea of Sorrows. I just don't like the protagonist. He's really boring and cliche. He suffers from what I like to call Harry Potter syndrome, and that he's just kind of he lacks personality, and he's overly good and courageous. Like, he's good and courageous to the point that it's just like, oh yeah, he just becomes a painfully predictable character. But, plus, I feel like a lot of the side characters in Sea of Sorrows weren't very well developed, whereas I feel like Ghost of Ascalon had some really awesome... Like, I feel like all the characters in Ghost of Ascalon really resonated with me. And here's this cute little glen here. It's pretty cheeky. You can come in here. This is where the event's going to end. And we get a POI in here. Semble's rescue. So that's whose hounds we just rescued. Semble, this lady over here. We give her a good old talk. She says, Ogres from Otia's Crawl invaded our refuge and stole my sylvan hounds. My partner, Neo, went to retrieve them. I'm filled with worry for all of them. And they're having a little combo right now.
I was so scared I'd be left alone.
That's one thing you need never fear, dear one. Come now, let's get settled in.
And they're lovey-doveys. They're all together. We don't really need to finish reading here. Yeah, they're a cute little couple, and they live in this little glen here. It's pretty cool. I'm into it. All right, let's head out. Yeah, we can head north and then just start heading west. All right, I've still got my frickin' target on the hound, because why not? I'll head over here. Inventory's filling up. We'll deal with that presently. Go. I don't think I can get over there. No, I think we're at the edge of the map. We'll come in the Mithric Cliffs here and deal with all the objectives there, and then we'll head west into the what's that crawl called? Foulbear Crawl, I believe, is where that is right there. I think that's Foulbear. I want to say it is. Who's attacking me? A planesworm? Get out of town. Get out of town, you ninny. Alright, there's a vista up there. And we've got waypoint. Just waypoint and vista. There's a heart in here, right? There's got to be a heart. Is there seriously not a heart in here? I swear there was. That is crazy. Alright. Deathblade's Watch waypoint. I mean, we should probably need someone to talk to in here, right? Who's in charge? Guys, who's in charge here? Bring me to your commanding officer. This guy's got an actual name. Let's talk to him. Guard Doomcrown. I wonder if Guard is his actual name, or if he is a guard and his warband name is Doomcrown. Like, I'm not sure.
This place is safe enough, but watch your back anyway, just in case.
Got it, sir. Fantastic. That was less than stellar. That was a less than stellar dialogue experience, though. I'm left wanting from that conversation. So let's find another.
Hey, sweetie.
Whoa.
I may follow bear, but I'm more of a wolf at night.
Oh my! That is amazing. I'm not sure if she's hitting on the lovely Char here or the other Norn, but more power to you, lady. Nothing like a shot of Char whiskey in your ale to give it the extra kick. I pick up a few barrels every couple months for my pub back home. Very cool. All right, Elenia says, "Oh yeah, the Norn are strong with the come-ons right now."
Listen to the soldiers when they come back from their orders. All survivors have something to teach you.
Interesting. So, Margle Tailkeeper.
My old eyes could get used to this gorgeous view.
Alright, but could I, like, talk to you? Could that be a thing we could do? Thanks. Alright. Wow, you have a lot to say. I'm not sure. I want to hear all of it.
Cubs need to hear about the glories and dangers of battle, so I tell them what stories I know. They love hearing about Kala Scorchrazor and Ember Doomforge. Is there a story you'd like to hear?
Guys, sometimes those voices really, like, nearly make me cough. I've coughed a few times from them, but, we do want to hear about Ember Doomforge because she, Ember Doomforge is a character from Ghosts of Ascalon, and, she pertains to the Killeen's Grave area, which I just mentioned, because Killeen is also from Ghosts of Ascalon. So, we'll read about Ember Doomforge. Alright. Ember Doomforge.
She and a bunch of other adventurers retrieved the Claw of the Carnur from the wreckage of Ascalon. Without her, they never would have made it through that army of ghosts.
Listen to the soldiers when they come back from their
Yeah,
orders.
uh-huh.
All survivors have something to teach you.
Yeah, I know it. You've told me. Alright. Tell me about the Claw.
It's an ancient Char weapon.
My old eyes could get used to this gorgeous view.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
It's an ancient Char weapon, 2 blades pointing forward and 2 pointing backward with a hand grip in the middle. It represents the last time the legions were unified.
What's so important about it?
It's the lesson the whole peace treaty is happening. Oh, it's the reason the whole peace treaty is happening. The human queen gave it back to the Char as a sign of good faith. Now both sides are negotiating the end of the hostilities.
I will, so that's about the Claw of the Connor. That was the objective relic to retrieve by the party sent out in Ghosts of Ascalon. I'll leave the, obviously, spoiler alert, by that dialogue there. They get it. But the book is definitely still worth a read, and if you haven't read it, I would definitely go pick it up. It's got to be super cheap on Amazon. It came out in 2010, so it's not the newest book in the world. But yeah, I would definitely go read that book, because it's fantabulous. Let's pop up here for the Vista, and then maybe tag in on that event, if it's not, you know, over.
Never get emotional in a fight.
Might makes me right.
Any wild animal
right.
you'll face.
Is it just me, or is that the same exact character, same model, same voice actress? Like, no joke. Oh, do I just need to run up the stairs here? And, of course, I botched it in every conceivable way. Fantastic. Okay. Here we are. There's the good old Vista. We'll check that out. Char architecture, not the prettiest thing in the world. Am I right? It's a bit drab. It's a little bit drab. Okay, there's that done. Where are we off to? Let's do the event here. Get some sick XPs, yo. Still at 80%. We got plenty to tag in on. How are we doing on map exploration? 39%. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. 4 hearts. I'm gonna chomp through those hearts. The hearts are always what take the longest. That's not entirely true. I mean, ore maps still take forever and they don't have any hearts. Is this event gonna be super slow? I guess the radius is pretty huge.
Quickly.
Alright, ooh, we got a lot of separatists over here. Got a big ball of them, right, just for my AoEs. There's that done. And that took it all the way down to 44%, so that's better. That felt amazing. There's nothing like staff 5ing into a giant group of enemies. It's great. It's very therapeutic.
This changes nothing.
You got me.
Quickly.
All the broken lockpicks for me. Yippee. Hooray. That's what I always wanted. Alright, there's them taken care of. Almost done with the event. Super, super, super close. Alright. Alenia says the way Condi's downscale feels a lot stronger than the way Power downscales. Interesting. I haven't played a downscaled Condi character in a while. I haven't played a Condi character in a while. Not much.
Quickly.
My NG, my Necro are Condi. I don't know, who else do I have as Condi? Maybe just those two. Those might be my only Condi specs.
Run!
Alright, so we defeated that event pretty easily. Let's head down to the Ogre Road and go up to the Crawl. Because we have a heart to do here. Get up to Foulbear Crawl. This is like the big bad ogre location in the game. It is kind of the ogre HQ of the game, even though the ogres don't really have an HQ because they're all different tribes. This is the Foulbear Crawl. I suppose I should be killing ogres, but I kind of want to just get the POI out of the way, and then that Vista can be tricky. It's just remembering how to get it is the thing with it. Alright, let's freeze this dude. That felt pretty good.
Mine.
Man, the ogres really, like, they Condi you real hard, don't they? The weakness is really rough on my damage, you know what I'm saying?
Too strong.
There we go. So yeah, let's end some of these ogres.
I demand that you release me.
And I missed with that completely, didn't I? Yep. That was awesome. But sorry, Revenant Staff, it makes up for its lack of DPS with just being a ton of fun. Like, that's... I would definitely say that about Revenant Staff, because it is a ton of fun.
Nothing.
Revenant in general is a ton of fun. I've been really liking doing these map completion streams because Revenant's really fun. Alright. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of him. I want him out. And I'm, of course, like, basically walking through an ogre camp means you're eternally crippled, just forever. That was an easy kill.
Might quickly. Now you suffer.
Through him. Take these dudes out. This heart's going pretty quickly. Ah, I had to have a stretch there, guys. Sometimes you just gotta have a stretch. It's not weird. It's just being you. Alright. Let's take this dude out. And I aimed at the Devourer instead. Oi! Make the Jade wins you. You brought it on yourself. Brought it on yourself. Alright.
Quickly. Too late for me.
Here we go. Got that heart complete. Let's go up and grab the POI and then we'll wrangle that Vista if I can remember how. There's the Vista. Let's go inside. Oh, we can't go inside. Right. Whatever. No big deal. Who cares? Well, I believe we have to hop this fence for the Vista. Is that right? I think you have to hop it somehow. I think it might be easy. Yeah, there we go. I think it might be easier with gliding. But, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, there's the vista. Not too bad. I just remember my first couple times doing this vista, it was a giant pain in the ass.
Not enough energy.
I just couldn't figure it out. Pretty cool. Pretty nice view of the crawl. See, the ogre architecture I just find not interesting at all. It's just, ooh, that we piled some wood. Yay us, you know? It doesn't strike a chord with me. Alright, there's that done. Half the vistas, guys. We're almost halfway through the map, and we just got this little corner uncovered. Alright, let's head west. Looks like we got an event going on over here. Let's see what it is. Looks like we got a waypoint here we can uncover.
Another land to spread my legend.
Alright, let's hop on in here and see if we can tag gold credit in 2 minutes. I think we can. We got some big groups of enemies here. Shouldn't be a problem.
To battle!
Yeah, we can help out here. Somebody's got their pretty little legendary there. Got that sword on my guardian. It's a cool one. Wow, that is a crazy looking character, isn't it? Oh, they got all the legendaries, don't they? They look like a ball of cotton candy. That's what they look like. They look like clown vomit. But you know, to each their own.
I need a moment.
Do we got any enemies coming? Come on, guys, what's up? Oh, they're still coming from this side. I wish they'd come from both sides. That would be a little more interesting.
Nothing can bring me down.
Am I gonna get any tags in? Yeah, a few. And of course I didn't get it off in time.
Fury is mine.
Got anything coming in from this side? No. Yeah, we do. Okay. Only got 30 seconds left on the event. So this will have been a quick tag. Alright. Come on. 15 seconds. Can we destroy that wave? I think maybe. Got quite a bit of DPS. There we go. Oh, 0. I couldn't destroy the wave, guys. It wasn't happening.
They'll be back. Shore up the defenses before they do.
Alright. There's that done at Blood Gorge Watch Camp. Let's head over this way. Back onto the plains. Back onto the fields of ruin, as it were.
The fury is mine.
Alright. Normally when I'm with a group, if I'm with a group, I'll have that boon thingy on, but I just pop the boons since I'm not really with a group. Elenia's telling me to use my food. Using my food. I gotcha. I'm on it. Alright. Is there anyone to talk to in here? This appears to be a Char Legion camp. Spotter's Waypoint. What does the POI read? Spotter's Base. Who's in charge over here? Iron Legion Captain, maybe. I think they would have given him a name. Blood Legion Captain Gornail. I will talk to you because you have a name. Alright, I love that armor. I think it's Char Heavy Cultural Tier 1.
I haven't got all day.
Oh, I guess she doesn't want to talk to me. Fantastic. It looks like the Iron Legion have a few camps and the Blood Legion have got their little hangout. I don't see any Ash Legion. There might not be any NPCs that have any dialogue here, which makes this a pretty useless location except for the waypoint. Those bikes there, like those giant tank, two-wheeled tanks, they always remind me of the bikes in Final Fantasy VII. Alright, yeah, I don't think there's any NPCs I can really gab with here, guys. Kinda sucks.
The fury is mine.
Ash Legion. There's one Ash Legion guy here. He's the only one I saw. Yeah, there's no one to talk to in there. That's crazy. Looks like the Foulbear Crawl event is going on again. We don't need to go back for it. It's not a huge deal. But we can go up and get this waypoint over here. That is a productive thing we can do. I think 2 waters was a good call, guys. I think it was a good call. I think I'm going to need it. I've got a heart here. Deal with the Char Renegades. The Renegades, as I said before, are pretty much the Char equivalent of the human separatists. They oppose the treaty. They want to be at war with the humans. They want to take Ebonhawke and finish reclaiming Ascalon. Because, key part of this story that I didn't tell you back in Ebonhawke. The humans live in Ascalon in Guild Wars 1.
That's how
but
I do it.
Historically, the Ascalon is actually the Char homelands. All of Ascalon is. The humans, when they came to Tyria, because humans are not native to Tyria, the continent of Tyria anyway, remember. When humans first came here, they drove the Char out of Ascalon. And so, basically, why the Char are with the humans is because they just want their land back. So, the Char are not totally just awful in Guild Wars 1. The only reason they're like evil in Guild Wars 1 is because they're controlled by the Flame Legion. But with all the stuff with Call of Scorchrazor that we talked about in the Plains of Ashford stream, obviously they're a bit more level-headed now. And, you know, the Iron Legion was still at war with the humans for a long time. Because they wanted to fully and completely reclaim their homelands, but due to the events and ghosts of Ascalon, the treaty was signed. So a lot of interconnected lore, am I right? It's pretty great. They've done, ArenaNet's done really well with their lore. Really, really, really well. I'm really satisfied with the state of the Guild Wars lore. It's not too far-fetched. Like, I've heard, I don't know anything about World of Warcraft lore except from what I've heard, and from what I've heard, it's like really cheesy and really just not great. And I feel like Guild Wars lore is in a really good spot. So I feel like nothing too stupid has happened. You know, everything is relatively cohesive. Nothing too Deus Ex Machina has happened. They haven't really had to rewrite any lore. It's they've done really well with it. I'm really impressed with Rhys Osby and Jeff Grubb, because I believe they're in charge of, especially Rhys Osby in particular, is in charge of the whole continuity. She's basically the lore keeper. And I'm really impressed with the job they've done with the game's story and lore. Did I do the heart? Did I finish it? I didn't. I just ran out of range of it like a moron. Alright, let's get back in range here. There we go. More renegades down here. Is that gonna miss? That's gonna miss. There we go. Only a couple more. We'll be done with the renegade Plains heart. And I missed with that completely. Fantastic. Alright, let's run these dudes down. That felt really good. Awesome. Heart complete. Let's go up and get the waypoint. And then we will continue west into the brand. The brand is super cool. I like the brand quite a bit. I guess we could transfer maps here, because it's going to want us to, and if that time runs out, it's going to transfer us anyway. So we might as well transfer. And that was the Vulture's waypoint. Alright, let's head into this big patch of unexplored
I'll be all right.
Wilderon.
Soon.
Bit of Terry Brooks' vocabulary there. Oh yeah, we need to come up and get that vista. Perfect, fantastic, excellent. Let's get our swiftness going.
Defense, then offense.
I'll have to climb up the ramp a little bit, no big deal. Come to a cheeky little vista over here. I know it doesn't look like I have a system for this. I know it looks like I go to random objectives, but I genuinely do have a system for this. It's a vague system, but I find if I adhere to it, I complete maps a little bit faster. Oh, it's all the way down there. I thought it was higher up. That works for me. Alright. there's that. Cheeky little mini Tequaddle there. Very, very, very cool view of Ebonhawke. I really like that. There we go. We'll glide off of there. Of course, then we've got a heart down here we need to do. So let's go that way, over to that camp. I believe it's a waypoint in there. So we definitely want to grab that. I think this is just another kill separatists heart. Clear out predators and separatists. Yeah, so we want to kill like the wolves and the separatists and crap. No big deal. You know, if a random deer dies as a byproduct of our violent endeavors, no big deal. Is that done? Let's pop on over. Grab this cheeky little waypoint. Find a person to talk to. Boric. Let's talk to the lieutenant. We haven't talked to a heart person yet, so.
As part of the planned treaty with the Char, we were able to start building human settlements north of Ebonhawke. We need these forward bases if we're ever going to tame the wild lands here.
Anything I can do to help?
There are a lot of predators to keep at bay, especially griffins and wolves. The separatists are out here too. If you run across any of them, feel free to put them down.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to Borg too.
This is Slippers. That smells good. I found these mushrooms growing on a tree stump. They're just like ones back home. I wonder what else I can find in the woods around here.
You're digging under stumps. Go to the market. Idealistic Cosmic in Twitch chat says, I haven't played Guild Wars 2. What class is that? This is the Revenant class. This class was released with the Heart of Thorns expansion pack, which came out October 23, 2015, so roughly 5 months ago is when this class was released into the game, and it is basically a wielder of the magic of the mists, which is Guild Wars 2's idea of the realm beyond the one that we perceive. It's basically where you go after you die. It houses various planes of existence. We basically, what you do in the Revenant is, see, I've got Shiro and Jalis legends equipped here, and you swap between the legends of prolific characters in Guild Wars lore, and you get a skill set based on, based on that legendary figure's skill set. So with Jalis here, who was a dwarf king, I've got my, you know, stone defense healing utilities. And then with Shiro here, who was a legendary assassin, we have my, you know, quickness and my withdraw and my Jade Wind and stuff. So that is what this class is all about. Obviously, the legends don't affect weapon skills. I've got my staff and my hammer. They can also do axe, mace, sword, and shield. And I don't know if I missed anything, but yeah, that's a quick rundown of the Revenant. Idealistic Cosmic says that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's an awesome class. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Staff is probably my personal favorite, but I also really like Sword, Shield, and Hammer is the only ranged they have, so that kind of sucks. Alenia in Twitch chat says you can try out the base game for free too. You can. You can't try out the Revenant for free. You have to buy the X-Pack to try out the Revenant, but you can try the base game for free. And we actually have a referral link. If you look down below in our Twitch description, if you download the game through that referral link, you support Guildmag, so that's pretty cool. Alright, back to the dialogue reading. Char are obsessed with the meat, so their market doesn't offer any vegetables or fungus. Lion's Arch merchants don't carry them either. If I want them, I have to gather them myself. Little typo there, Lion's Arch merchant instead of merchants, but no big deal. Nothing to write home about. I guess I haven't really talked about what's going on at Guildmag lately. We had the podcast Sunday. It was super cool. It's up on YouTube now. If you missed the podcast, definitely go watch it because it was a lot of fun. We talked for an hour and a half because there was that crazy AMA on Reddit that Mike O'Brien came out with. Rest in peace, Colin. We will miss you. He didn't die. He's just leaving ArenaNet.
Need to rest.
It is no big deal. But, so yeah, definitely go watch the podcast to hear all about that, because we talked very much in depth about everything. And, I'll have a Thrifty Threads article coming out this week. It'll be an Asura one. It's going to be a lot of fun. You should check it out. So keep an eye out for that. We're currently working on issue 17 of Guildmag. That's going to be coming out sometime within the next couple months. That's going to be pretty fun. Definitely keep an eye out for that in the future.
The topic is still a secret. But yeah, fun stuff happening at Guildmag right now. Super, super cool. And also, our content manager, Sandra, is going to be starting a stream this week on Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, and she's going to be leveling up she's going to be creating a brand new free-to-play account, and she's going to be leveling up an alt from 1 to 80 purely free-to-play. So that's going to be very, very, very interesting. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And you guys should check that out on Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be super cool, and you should do it. And you can look down at the streaming schedule if you want to kind of see the date and time in writing. Alright, I need more things to do for this heart. Suspicious bushes, those are always a good place to start.
Defense, then offense.
I just don't want to go out of the heart range, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I would aggro the frickin' firefly. Great, fantastic. That's what I always wanted.
Your faith is your weakness.
Got a follower here, Idealistic Cosmic. Thank you for the follow. We really appreciate it. I'm glad you're liking the stream. Be sure to tune in on all the days we do it. I do the stream Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. So if you like it, definitely tune in. And if you miss a stream ever, if you want to go to youtube.com/guildmag and subscribe, we upload every stream VOD to YouTube, so you don't have to miss any of them. So definitely do that. And if you'd like to catch up on the past streams, this is our 12th or 13th of these, so definitely have a lot of stream VODs of this on youtube.com/guildmag if you want to catch up on that. Also, we have all our podcast VODs at youtube.com/guildmag. If you want to catch up on that there. And of course, there's guildmag.com, which is home to all of our web articles and magazine issues, which are all viewable for free online. So if you want to go to guildmag.com and check us out there, that's super awesome too. Alright, plugging! It happened! It was great! I feel energized. I'm hyped, let's do this! Guildmag!
Might makes me
I want him to pop Tyria, because I want to kill Tyria 3 times in the stream, because that would be awesome, right? I can't pop her because my guild missions aren't active. But we don't have to bother. That person's got their Pact Mentor tag. That was a pretty cool feature they added. I like that they added an affordable commander tag for people. That was really cool because, the 300 gold for the standard commander tag is a little rough. It wasn't so bad when it was 100, but 300 is pretty steep. Like you could get a Gen 1 precursor for that. It doesn't feel good to spend that huge amount of money on a commander tag. So I'm glad they added in the Pact one. I don't know if the Pact one doesn't work in World v World. Does it? You need the 300 gold one for World v World, I think. They should add in a more World v Worldy way of getting that one. Or just make it a World v World exclusive item. That would piss. You'd have to. I mean, obviously you'd have to refund PvEers their money if you want to do that, or give them a choice to refund their money and unlock it in WW or otherwise. Because if they just renounced everyone's commander tags and said you have to unlock it in the new WW way now, people would be pissed. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could just give it to them, but then WWers would be annoyed. So there's no winning, guys. My point here is that there's no winning. Okay, there's no winning when you're trying to appease an MMO player base, and we can attack Tyria. Fantastic. This is going to be our 3rd Tyria kill of the stream, so that's pretty cool. That is pretty amazing.
This is getting serious.
And of course, she's popped her tornadoes already. Doesn't look like there's a lot of people fighting her. At least try to keep her break bar at a minimum. Try to pump out some boons here.
Then offense.
Actually, it might be better for me to just stay in my nature facet so that people can have longer boons. I could also help res people. That would be great. Range might also be a benefactor here, as well as projectile block. This block is so cool, you can swivel it with your mouse. Pretty amazing.
Quickly.
Right. Get back here. And she evaded. Fantastic. That's perfect. She's in tornado mode. Shred that break bar, guys. Come on. Let's get rid of it. Shock field.
We must rise and return to the fight.
There we go. Sap 5 is such a killer for break bars.
Defense.
Am I the only one left fighting Tyria? She left everyone else behind. Is that what's happening right now? Revenant? Guys, a staff Revenant is not who you want fighting soloing Trillia mid-well. It's not going to go well. My DPS is terrible. Ah, she might down me here. Yeah.
Nothing can bring me down. Now it's on.
I was caught in that shock field, and obviously it shocks you when you leave it, so I was screwed either way. But we got the heart there, we got the waypoint. Let's cheekily head north into the brand. Yeah, this so we've gotten about like 400,000 mastery XP out of the stream so far, but this mastery is gonna take a while to get because we've got to get 3 million experience for it, right? Like that's not fun. So it'll probably be quite a few streams before we level this mastery up, but we should be a good dent into core Tyria masteries. I might off camera I might pick up some more mastery points so we can maybe max out our core Tyria masteries through this map completion stream as the year continues to progress. Got a waypoint up here. I guess this wasn't the fastest way to go, but whatever. Just hop down here. And we should have a heart popping up any second here. And yeah, random things of the brand make you bleed because it's the brand and everything's sharp and spiky. And I don't remember if there's a... Like, I don't recall if there's actually a POI in the jumping puzzle that's along this... I don't think it's this far south, but it's up here. There's a little jumping puzzle hidden in the wall called the Branded Mine. And I don't know if there's a POI in there or not, but I'm going to go in there anyway just in case because I don't want to miss it and then have to come back to it. Am I out of water? Guys, it's time for our second water. Guys, we're cracking open the second one. If I could undo the cap, that would be great, wouldn't it? That would just be perfect. There we go. Alright. There's that done. Is there anyone I can talk to here? No heart.
Creatures won't make it easy.
I'll watch your tails. You keep your eyes on that orb.
Alright, looks like, guys, I missed 90% of the dialogue that starts this event, but it looks like we're heading out. Looks like that's what's happening right here. Let's do it! Height. What is this place called? This is kind of a cool place. I like it here. I just like how far back it goes, into this, like, kind of rock cavern. It's pretty cool. And you can go above it, too, and, like, walk around up there. So it's pretty neat.
Nothing can bring me down.
Alright, let's go help these dudes out. They need to collect corrupted ore. I hope it doesn't take a long time. If it takes like 2 million years, I might ditch them. Not gonna lie. But let's take care of all the enemies. That was an utter and complete failure in every possible capacity. So that makes me feel good about myself.
Quickly.
I might go back to Sword Shield in a little bit. I'm getting a little bored of Staff. Maybe after this event I'll go to Sword Shield. My guy's mining down here too. I see one miner. Oh, they're all dead. All the miners died. Great. Great, super cool. Listen, I think we're just going to quietly bow out of this event because A, it's taking forever, and B, all our miners died. So, because I wasn't paying attention, I'm gonna go to Sword Shield, guys. I'm kind of feeling it. Equip. Oh God, I equipped it in the wrong freaking weapon set. There we go. We are sword shielding now. We're properly heralding is what's happening. Alright, let's see if I can remember where this jumping puzzle is. Because, this is Verim's Run. Here's our heart. And it keeps popping in and out of existence. Alright, come on, guys. So we do a little bit more damage with our sword. There we go. That skill's always cool. Oh, Lenny's popped me a personal waypoint for the jumping puzzle. Super cool.
Defense, then offense.
Here we are. Branded Spark. Yeah, lots more DPS with the sword, clearly. Yeah, I like popping up into staff every once in a while. I like the feel of the staff the most, but I like the aesthetic of sword shield. I really, really like how my character looks with her sword and her shield. It's super awesome. So, I am not seeing the JP. Not seeing it at all. Oh, it's over this way. You missed it a little bit. Yeah, yeah. She says it might be wrong. Yeah, it's a wee bit off, but I found it. No worries. It was pretty close. It was pretty close. I don't know what that was. But yeah, this is the branded mine. I don't think... No, it doesn't look like there's a POI. There is a guild challenge here, though, which is kind of a fun one. It's where you gotta kill 3 champions. And you gotta kill them all about the same time. What is up with that, guys? Why? Why did that happen to me twice? It's never happened to me running into there before. Alright. But yeah, kind of a fun guild challenge over there. It's also, like I said before, it's a jumping puzzle. You can get to the end of it. I'm not going to because I'm the worst jumping puzzler. Alright. Alenia got her map completion, so she's gonna take off. Thank you for coming and helping me out, Alenia. I very much appreciate it. Ta-ta for now.
Defense, then offense.
Let's finish slaughtering these mongrels.
Need to rest.
And this dude over here. Sword 2 is so good now that it throws 3 projectiles into 1 person. Pretty fantastic. Let's get this dude done. I mean, I know they nerfed the DPS on sword, and it might just be because I'm down level, but I feel like it's still pretty great. Like, I feel like it's still amazing, so. And as you can see, these different branded creatures are labeled like branded human, branded char, branded devourer, stuff like that. Basically, these are creatures corrupted by Krokatoric. The crystal dragon. This is all basically when he awoke in Edge of Destiny. He went from up here, where he awakened, all the way down to here, where he lives now. And that left this big purple scar in the land that is known as the Brand. And the Brand is where we are now. You can see it's all barren and purple and gray. I forgot to kind of explain that at the beginning. And everything within the Brand that was alive was turned into a minion of Krokatoric. So that's what's going on there. That's why all this is like this, and for anybody who was not aware. Let's take care of these last few dudes. One more. Just one more. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's grab this POI, then we'll head, what direction is that? East? That's east. Yeah, we're gonna head east. Okay. POI. Is there anyone to talk to you? There's Centurion Tendenbane. It's kind of a cool name, Tendenbane, at Verimold Outpost. Centurion Tendenbane.
You're new to Verimold. If you meet with any trouble, talk to one of the guards here.
Oh god, guys, that one was too low. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh man. Alright, let's try it again. Let's wet our old whistle. We'll give it another try. God, I'm a moron. Okay.
You're new to Verimold. If you meet with any trouble, talk to one of the guards here. They're trained to keep this place secure.
Are you a sentinel?
Many of us here are. We're making sure the Brand doesn't spread any further. I'd like to think we're on the cusp of victory. It's either that or certain death.
I know the feeling. Is there anyone else? That was kind of short. Is there anyone else we can talk to? I wonder. This is a Priory
Any
person.
news?
That's kind of... Oh no, it's a Brand researcher. I thought their tower was Priory, but I think it's what's that legion called? Iron Legion. All right.
I'm convinced that when Krokatoric corrupted this stretch of Tyria, he gave us the means to destroy his minions, maybe even himself.
What do you mean?
Every branded thing contains information about the Elder Dragon's power. We only have to test them until we find a weakness. Once we find it, we can turn it against Graukatoric.
Well, she's actually onto something there. I'm not going to give it away because it is a plot point that comes out in Heart of Thorns, but she is onto something there, if you want to think about that. If you haven't played Heart of Thorns all the way through, she is definitely onto something with that theory.
New land!
New land, oh my god. Alright, let's grab this waypoint. And, 65% map completion, pretty sweet. We're kind of flying through, Fields of Ruin. Fields of Ruin is definitely a smaller map if you look at it in comparison to some of the other ones. It's just this little square here, so it's not the hugest map in the world. Looks like there's a champion branded fish. I don't know that I can beat a champion branded fish, but I'm willing to try. There's a waypoint right here that we can come back to if we die. So let's give it a good old, you know, good old try. There he is. Let's have at ye, knave. Yeah, guys, I don't know that this is a thing I can do with, 15 stacks of bleeding. Dear God, that's not happening, guys. Abort. Abort. I cannot make that one happen. Alright, we should be safe here. Can I hit him? Yeah, it's not going to let me keep hitting him. Okay. We'll swim across to the complex over there. And see what there is to be had. Looks like we've got a heart, and let me guess, kill branded, right? And a vista and a POI. Perfect. Let's get that done. Yeah, I have talked about this before, but I really hate it when they have a section of area with all the same enemies, and they have like 3 hearts in it, and each heart amounts to the same exact thing, kill this enemy type. Oops. I hit my mouse wheel there. That's really, like, I don't know. I feel like it's lazy. They should have just had, like, where they have 13 hearts in this map, right? I feel like they could have 6. And, just have them take maybe a little bit longer to fill, and then that would be a much better system of it, instead of having all these different hearts that take killing the same exact type of enemies over and over again. I feel like it could feel a bit more, you know, a little bit less repetitive, I guess. A little bit less like they're reusing assets. Alright, let's grab this POI here. Let's find someone to talk to in here. Not before we get the vista. Launch pad. There's a launch pad over there. Maybe we'll take it. Alright, this is kind of a swanky room, don't you think? For being out in the brand, it's kind of a nice room. You know what I'm saying? You can see all the Char Legion banners in there, except for the Flame Legion, of course, because the Flame Legion is not part of the Legion Triumvirate. That's not actually what it's called. I made that up. But I like it as a term, Legion Triumvirate. I think it's pretty cool. I think it should be used. This is Sentinel Free Builder. You looking at it like a blueprint there, a map?
This view never changes. Nothing but Brandstorm and that cursed crystal for as far as the eye can see. All I can do is make sure this view doesn't spread any further.
Sounds like you aren't content with that.
Of course I'm not. If I could rip the brand out of the land with my own claws, I would. But I can't. No one can.
Keep your chin up. Keep your chin up, bro. It's alright. I think I made you sound a lot more evil than you actually are, but there it is. Wow, so he was the only person of note up here. I feel like there should be like a Centurion up here or something. It's a super nice room. Lots of food, and it just doesn't strike me as a place that would be available to the general public, you know? It strikes me as the VIP lounge of the Sentinels, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's, oh my god, okay, yep, We are very far away from where we wanted to be now. Fantastic. That's great. That is just what I wanted. Let's do this hard.
Rat sighted. To arms.
Who's that? Oh, it's just a sentinel. Well, we'll help her out, because that's what we're here for. Of course, they couldn't just stay put. They gotta run away. Interestingly enough, I don't think the Earth Elementals have any change to their physique, to their physical model when they're branded. I think the branded Earth Elemental looks exactly the same as the normal Earth Elemental, so that's kind of interesting. I think they could have at least made it like purple and shimmery, right? that done. Res this cheeky little sentinel here. Ooh, this heart's filling up kind of slow. Not a fan of that.
Might makes me right.
Yeah, those are definitely the same Earth Elemental model as just the normal ones. Gotta be hit hard for downscale to level 30. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything more to be had over there, so we will continue over this way.
Quickly!
There's a branded char up there.
Branded char.
It's Jade Linzo.
Might makes me right.
There's that. Another branded char. Fantastic. I guess, I mean, they should be mostly branded char, I feel like, since they have the sentinels up here and stuff. I don't know if branded can convert other branded, like, I don't know if branded creatures can convert others to be branded. I think that might be like a dragon minion, like a high-ranking dragon minion only power. But they might be able to, I'm not sure. I am not sure. Branded human. Kind of just looks like a purple Sylvari, am I right? And of course, Sylvari are minions of the plant dragon Mordramoth, so they cannot be corrupted, which is kind of interesting. That's not a spoiler for the Heart of Thorns plot. You find that out in Living World. I think it's a pretty basic piece of information. Yeah, it doesn't... I don't think that was too big of a spoiler. Plus, it was something everybody kind of figured was the case for a long time. I won't lie to you, I lost him for a second, and I had to find him again. Here's the heart almost finished.
Now you suffer.
Alright, how many hearts do we have done? 8 out of 13, so we've got over half. How much are we on my completion? 68%, pretty solid. Over halfway through. Here's that dude done. There we are, there's our heart. Okay, let's come back down to Vulture Waypoint. I think I got everything up there. I'll double check because that's what... Oh, I got a POI to get over there. But yeah, we'll grab that POI and then we will head east. I think that sounds like an acceptable plan of action.
Nothing can bring me down.
What is this over here? Just a little outpost. Just a little metal outpost. Does the char tend to, yeah. Pretty ramshackle looking. What's it called? Is this a human and char, are human and char manning this outpost together? They are. Interesting. Vanguard Lockwood. From Ebonhawke, the brand doesn't look very dangerous. I wonder if those that oppose the treaty would feel the same if they saw the horror of what the dragon did up close, instead of from within the safety of these walls. Interesting. How about you? Wow, you went a little heavy on the eye makeup, dear. Anyway, the Char used to be fierce enemies. Now we're fighting alongside them. Spins my head thinking about it. Fantastic. Is there any Char we can talk to? This person. Engineer, True Launch, or Siege Master Errol. True Launch is a way cooler name. We're gonna talk
What
to
do you
True Launch.
want?
You have a lot to say.
Krakatoran created the dragon brand when he flew over our lands 5 years ago. Those who weren't killed were twisted into slaves of the Elder Dragon. It makes the treaty seem trivial in comparison.
Right. Tell me more about the dragon brand. I already told you guys about the dragon band. Why build a base here?
We can't remove the brand. We can only contain it with utter force. With this base, we can keep branded creatures from flowing south into populated lands.
You can actually remove corruption from land through certain magical rituals. We proved it at the end of Personal Story with Traherne, which I won't spoil entirely. I'll just give you that little hint there. But yeah, it is removable. It's just it's difficult, and nobody here can remove it. It takes a very, very, very powerful magic user with the correct rituals to remove dragon corruption from large areas. Matt Links in chat says, what class am I playing? I am playing a Revenant. It is the new class that came out with Heart of Thorns about 2 months ago. 5 months ago. October 23rd, 2015 was when Heart of Thorns came out, along with the Revenant class. It's a pretty cool class. It focuses the power of the Mists, which are basically the afterlife realm, the realm between realms in Guild Wars, the realm between the different planes of existence, and you focus the powers of legends from Tyria's past, basically from Guild Wars lore. Like I've got Chalice and Shiro here. And you basically gain the skill sets of legendary figures from Tyria's history. And it reflects in your utilities here, and that's what the Revenant's all about. It's pretty neat. I like it. It's a really fun class. I got my sword, rocking my sword and shield now, and my hammer. I was rocking staff earlier, but decided to switch it up a little bit.
New land.
Looks like we got a waypoint to go gather up there. There might be a heart along the way, but other than that, I think that's the only thing we uncovered there. It's kind of sad. A lot of big empty in Fields of Ruin. What's going on here? It looks like a gather event. I don't really like gather events, so I might skip out on this. I might tag one of the planesworms, but I'm not a huge fan of gather events, so we might run past this event here.
Might makes me right.
Did you hear that, guys? Might makes me right, in case you didn't know, in case you hadn't heard it 4,000 times. I hate it when the worms burrow. It's the worst. There we go. Oi! Come back here. There you go. Alright. Let's manage that, and then head up to the waypoint, like I originally intended, before I got sidetracked. Then we'll continue east. And that was, guys, that was the wrong skill. I hit the wrong skill is what happened there. Alright, Corporal Vahan. God, frickin'. Alright, dude, listen. That wasn't cool, and you're gonna have to pay the consequences. There we go. Captain Vaughn. We're just gonna call him Vaughn, okay?
Hold it. Where do you think you're? Wait. I know who you are. Your name is Mabel the Ladle. Well, I'm sure you think you could just stroll around here, but it's not safe, even for a hotshot like you.
Call me a hotshot again, I dare you.
I'm not after a scuffle, just giving you a warning. Maybe you should appreciate it. Renegades are killing people up and down the road, and we've got our hands full and dirty from retaliating. Watch your back.
Got our hands full and dirty. I don't know that that's a phrase people use. So this is a little cheeky little camp here. That guy looks kind of cool. Yeah, just a cheeky little Ebon Vanguard camp. Who's Jules, and what is he up to?
I have everything you need.
The fort's a trash heap. I'll never underestimate renegade destructive power again. Once Corporal Francis returns with supplies to repair the damage, I'll be able to reopen my shop.
Where's Corporal Francis now?
You can find his team gathering fresh lumber in the woods to the south.
I'll go check on him. I'm not going to do that. Obviously, that's the event we just ran through. So, Francis is fine. He's doing okay. I don't think we have to worry about him. Let's get some swiftness going here.
Might makes me right.
Yeah, we definitely need to go southeast and kind of play a bit of catch up. See that big pavilion over there? We're entering kind of a cool area. Basically, this area here, we see got this big camp complex. There's, I think, 2 or 3 hearts in this area. This is basically the summit where the treaty negotiations between the human and the Char are taking place. So that's pretty cool. There's quite a bit of personal story that happens here if you happen to join the Vigil, which I don't think I'm going to do on this character. I think on this character is probably going to join the Order of Whispers. Order of Whispers is my favorite. Summit Peak. Yeah, so this is basically a big summit that is discussing the merits of the treaty between the Char and the humans and kind of fleshing it out and, you know, figuring the whole treaty out. It's pretty cool. Let me see who's in charge here. Like, is there an in charge person? Representative of the Queen. Guys, it doesn't look like there's an in charge person. I'm kinda... That makes me a sad panda. Alright, let's head down to the way. Let's grab all the grabbables. That's what we do on the stream, right? We grab all the grabbables. Ooh, Crusader Lilith. That's someone. She looks like Vigil.
You can count on me.
She's a Sylvari.
It gladdens me that these peace talks seem to be progressing successfully, though I don't see why it's taking so long for everyone to submit to the truce.
They had been fighting for a long time, you know.
I know, but that's over now, right? Why would anyone want to drag out that war, especially now when such a greater danger is upon us?
Fascinating. You are a deep thinker. Sylvari are pretty clueless a lot of the time because they're so new to the world. That's kind of their thing, is to be totally clueless a lot of the time. It's kind of amusing. So we got a heart here. I believe this is like the kill bumblebees one. Royal Messenger Lauren. I think she's almost done with her event. Oh, we might be able to tag in on it. Looks like there's a bunch of separatists that we can slaughter for our amusement. There we go. There we go. To tag in. Can I hit him? Maybe. So we got this guy here. Sweet. I'm really get in on that event.
I'll have to alert the commanders of this.
That'll help me fill up the heart.
Let's go.
Enough delays. Let's go. Hey, it's all on you. You could have run while we fought him off. You decided to hang around like a nub cake. Can I swiftness her? Doesn't look like it. It's too bad. Here we go.
There's Summit Peak. Thank the gods we made it. Excuse me, I have to deliver this message.
Thank you. Thank you for the experience. That's all you're good for. Suspicious barrel. No one was in it. Let's find more of those. Ah, yes, the wasps. That's one of the big things on this heart. You can fight the wasp problem. It's like there's all this like important stuff going on with the human and the Char and the renegades and stuff. But no, I am clearing out wasp nests, guys. That is what I am using my prodigious combat abilities to do.
Need to rest.
I don't really care about the poison soldiers. That takes effort. I'm all about the wasp nest, man. That's what I like clearing out. They're the best hard XP because I think you get a tick for hitting F on the wasp nest. Yeah, you do, and then you get a tick for each wasp inside that you kill, which can be up to 2, I think. So it's a pretty good way to get this heart done.
You'll want to head that way.
Alright. Nearly done with the heart. Got another suspicious barrel here we can uproot really quick. That'll give us a little tick on our heart bar. Then we can come down here and grab this wasp nest that I saw. Nearly one-shot him with Jade Winds. Alright, where's more wasp nests? Let's get the barrel. I think that'll actually get us the heart. Yep, there we are. Support the human delegation. Perfect. And that gives us 80% map completion, guys. That's pretty sweet. Let's go up. We need to head to there and then to there. And I think there's another heart up in this end. I want to say there is. If it's not up in this end, then it's like over here. Do we just have that corner of the map left to do? Yeah, we really do. We really just have the northeast corner of the map to do. I mean, I guess we gotta still go to the northwest corner as well. So, we're pretty far into our map completion here. Which is pretty awesome. We've gotten about 500k XP in this map completion run so far. We'll probably end up with 600,000 or 700,000 by the end. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's kind of a cool big bonfire area. And as I said, we've got another heart. What do we do? Kill separatists, rally disgruntled soldiers, train with the troops. I believe there's a separatist cave we can find. What have you got to say, Morgar Bonebreaker.
Been hearing chatter. Once they get this treaty locked down, the delegation will be working on how the Vanguard and Legions will slay the Elder Dragons. Nice use of time and resources, if you ask me.
How do you feel about working with humans?
When I was a cub, I was trained to skin any human I could find. Now we got new orders and a new threat.
So he obeys orders, basically. When the Elder Dragons are gone, then what?
Anyone of any race who fights at my side against the dragons will be considered an ally, until my legionnaire tells me otherwise.
Very cool. Char are very militaristic. They're very all about honor and duty to their legion and warband and stuff. So that was very stereotypical answer of a Char. Not surprised at all by his sentiments. Let's take up these separatists. That's gonna miss, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, you want to play that game? We can play that game. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, we're just gonna kind of hang out here, clear out Char mines and separatists. And that should get us the heart pretty quickly. How many hearts are we at? 10 out of 13. This will make 11. So we're kind of flying through this map, guys.
I need a moment.
Do you need a moment, Mabel the Ladle? Do you need one? Too bad. Fix the Char mines. And murder the separatists.
Defense, then offense.
I love that skill. It's amazing. More Char mines. Separatists. Hearts don't give you a whole lot to talk about when you're streaming. I'm not gonna lie. They're quite monotonous. Ultimately I am glad that hearts aren't being put into the new maps. Hearts really suck. Like, they were a poor design decision. I just think they should have put in quests instead, and that would have made way more sense. Just, you know, normal quests. Traditional questing is something I bring up on the podcast every now and then about things I want in the game. And the reason I want it in the game is because I don't see why they didn't include it. Like, I feel like they didn't include it because they wanted to be different and stuff, and they ran a bit of a smear campaign against traditional questing. Like, oh, you go to an NPC and you get a quest and then you do it and you turn it back in. That's so old-fashioned, you know. But if you think about quests in the terms of how they work in the real world, right? That's the definition of the word. It's not like the in-game quests weren't fulfilling what a quest should be. That's literally what a quest is in real life. You talk to someone, they give you a task, and you do it, right? So I feel like they tried to fix what wasn't broken, and instead they just ended up gimping their game, and that really annoys me that traditional questing didn't make it in, because it's a good feature in video games. There's a reason why it's in every RPG, and there's a reason why why RPGs with traditional questing are fun, because traditional questing makes sense because it's a good way of having your character go out and interact with the world through doing things for other people and coming back and then saying, hey, I did it, you know, because that's how, if you walked up to someone in real life and said, give me a quest, if they were so inclined to give you a quest, that's how it would work. They would say, go get me a donut, and you get them a donut, and then you'd bring it back, and they'd be like, thanks, you're awesome, and then basically you get life XP, right? So I definitely don't, I just hate that they didn't include traditional questing, even though it was obviously a gimmick they marketed their game on, right? They were like, yeah, we don't have any of the old talk to an NPC and do what they say stuff. We just have events which have exactly the same mechanics, but you don't get to decide when you want to do them. Which they do. Dynamic events have all the exact same mechanics of traditional quests. You just don't get to decide when you do them most of the time. Like, you have fetch events where you have to go and fetch things. Those are gather events, you know, when you've got the little person standing there and they're like, bring me this. Or you've got the go kill this thing dynamic events, which is also translates into traditional questing. You have the notorious escort event, which also, you know, escort quests. Soon. Nobody likes those. Nobody likes escort events. There are defend events, you know. Dynamic events are just quests that you don't get to take and do at your leisure. You have to do them, you know, in the spur of the moment, which I guess can be fun, like, for a while. but ultimately it takes control away from the player, and it lessens the playing experience, in my opinion. I don't think dynamic events are as good as traditional questing. There's a rant for you. Did you enjoy the rant? I sure did. I don't know that I've done that rant on the podcast actually before. I'll have to like rewatch that and take notes for the to bring up on the podcast sometime, because that was actually a pretty good rant. I think it was pretty solid. Have we finally found this vista at last? Is that what's happened here?
Right.
Have I at last found the vista? Alright, I talked myself into some serious cottonmouth there, guys. And of course we need to kill everyone that's following me first. Some Wind Riders here. Oh, you think you're clever, don't you? Oh, bringing up the rear, thinking you'll get me when I'm weak. You're wrong! Alright, did I get his drops? I did. Let's, guys, let's watch the vista. Let's kind of calm down and watch the vista after that epic rant. We'll, just watch a nice, relaxing vista. Look at the tanks. Don't the tanks just relax you? Alright, where are we heading next? We continuing west? I think that might be... Oh, yeah. Guys, I gotta rub my eyes really quick. Oh, yeah. Ah, that's what's up. Okay. Yeah, let's continue west. Why not? That seems legit. Okay. Here we go. And this is where the Chicken Run...
By Raven, there's no end to
Chicken Run Guild Rush takes place. Guild Rushes, well, they're called races now. Guild races are basically these courses you run. Yeah, they've got to go in now, complete the Guild Rush course. And this one is one where you turn into a chicken. And you can run through the, we might as well do it. I don't think I've shown you guys a Guild Rush on stream. You guys want to do it? Let's, I mean, it'll get us event XP, so we might as well. I know how to do this one. Yeah, sign me up. Why not? You can use this detect skill to find traps that are going to be on the ground. And I'll try it once. If I don't get it the first time, I'm probably not going to bother doing it again. But we'll try to do it once. And then this will heal me, and this will stealth me. Not every Guild Rush creature gets a heal. The creature's obviously dictated by what course you're on. This one is always chicken, and chickens get a heal, which is pretty cool. I use the heal a lot, not the stealth so much. And a lot of people memorize where the traps are and can run it without even using the Find Trap skill, but I am not so talented, so I use the Find Trap skill. And obviously you move faster than the Find Trap skill recharges, so you need to stagger your movement, which kind of sucks. That's not fun. Results, because, I mean, obviously you're on a time limit when you're doing a Guild Rush, so... It results in a bit of a dilemma. Do you try to do it fast and efficiently, or do you try to do it slowly and carefully and maybe not get hit by traps? See, I almost got hit by that one. That was rough. Alright, and of course creatures along the Guild Rush can attack you, and they can kill you, and notice I have very much diminished health in a Guild Rush, as a Guild Rush creature, so you're very susceptible to attack from other creatures. I'm so scared right now. Oh, there we are. And sometimes they have traps like this that look like there's no way around them. There usually is. If you just wall hug, you can get around it pretty easily. Oh my god. I stopped. And you could dodge through traps like I just did there. Like I just stopped in one and realized it was falling on me. So I dodged through it. Pretty cool. You can also follow people. Like this guy, if I just stay exactly behind him and follow his exact trajectory, if he knows where the traps are, I shouldn't get hit by any, right? Theoretically. Should work. But he might get hit by something like that one. Oh, he's gonna dodge through it. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even in it. That's not fair. That's not fair. Not fair. Alright, let's stealth, get away from the Drake. And, oh, okay. Here's how this is gonna go. We're gonna go like that. Yes! Alright, guys, that was close. You have a lot of close shaves like that in Guild Rushes. They can get tough. This one is definitely probably one of the easiest ones. This is probably the second easiest Guild Rush. I'd say this is the second easiest one after the Devourer one in Diesa Plateau. The Devourers in Diesa have got to be the easiest Guild Rush. I really like that one. But this one's pretty easy. But I'm awful at Guild Rushes, so that's why I even have close shaves on the easy ones. I am going to stealth my way through these bandits because they will be hostile to us. Also, if you're in stealth, traps will not hurt you. Traps will not trigger on you if you are stealthed. So that's kind of a cool little thing to know if you're doing Guild Rushes. Alright, there's our next set of banners. Also, these white flags here, you have to make it through every set of them. You can't go around them in any way. That's what keeps you on the course. Oops, almost got trapped there. The traps do have a bit of a delay in when they... Oh, crap. I'm just gonna stealth. Try to run my way through there. There we go. But the traps are a bit delayed on when they pop, so if you run into one and run out very quickly, you can make it out like I did back there. I don't think there are traps on the bridge, but I do think there are some out here. Yes, there are. And then I believe this is the finish line. Yep. There we go. Oh, maybe I don't. I thought I would get event completion credit, but I guess I didn't. Anyway, it was a fun thing to do on the stream. Obviously, no map completion objectives in here, but it did get us closer to the waypoint, so we'll go up and grab the waypoint. And I need a big drink of water for that. Alright. What is going on here? I believe that person is making a helicopter. Flying machine, yeah. Fang Fury Watch Waypoint. And you can see it right there. It's very reminiscent of a modern-day helicopter as opposed to the pack choppers, which are very much not like normal helicopters that we have IRL. That person looks in charge. Let's talk to them. And this very, very not efficient spiral ramp. Alright.
You're lucky. This time last month, we were plagued with mosquitoes. Lousy things got into our fur, worse than fighting humans.
Wow, that was a raspy voice. What's your mission here, soldier?
This is a scouting post. Ever since the delegations formed, we've been gathering intel for them.
Alright, Blood Legion might not have been the best person to have that play that role. You might have wanted to make that an Ash Legion NPC, but whatever. We'll give them a free pass this once. Looks like 86% done with the map, guys. We are super close. Let's go north. This is a pretty quick one. I think we've only been streaming for about 2 hours. We do have a little bit left, though, so it'll probably end up being like a 2.5 hour stream, which is our normal time. More swiftness. We'll go do the cow heart out there. Yeah, I just kill harpies for that and like defeat enraged cows and stuff. It's pretty easy. Yeah, it's kind of, if you played Guild Wars 1 at all, it's really jarring. Like, it never ceases getting jarring for me seeing the humans and Char working together in Ascalon. It's fine in any other setting, weirdly to me. Like, it doesn't turn my head in any other setting, but in Ascalon, I'm just like, Char and humans, they're anti one another. Because it's just ingrained in me from Guild Wars 1. Oh man, if the Char knew the amount of their brother and I murdered. Excuse me. Captain Carbons.
Honor the past.
Welcome to Roscoe's campsite. It might not look like much, but it's a fine break from the danger out there.
What's the danger out there?
Some of the wildlife don't take too kindly to settlers out here. It's nothing compared to the harpies, though. Raiding us and kidnapping anyone that doesn't make it to cover.
Thanks for the information. So, they've got a harpy problem. Let's go solve it. And this is our second to last heart, and then I know exactly where our last one's going to be, so we have all the hearts covered. There's going to be a renegade cave right here. So res the friendly hunter. Get some char credit, get some heart credit there. Right. Will the cliff bats get me heart experience? They will not. Alright, no cliff bats. Gotcha. Swiftness, though. Always swiftness. Tangle Rot Hills. Here's where we want to be. Harpy murdering. Alright. Grab the hunter here. Grab my hammer, just for diversity's sake. Wow, so they can gust me. That's kind of annoying. And they do that, which is super annoying. But we're still better than them at the end of the day. Will the Hawkeye Griffins count? They will. Perfect. Amazing. That's what I like to hear. Shield 4 just for the hell of it. We haven't used shield all stream, so might as well use one of the weapon skills, right, brother? Hell did he go? There we are. Yeah, and you kind of just rampage through here and murder everything. I think there's a skill point. Yeah, there's a skill point, but there's no POI. So we'll go grab the skill point. Alrighty. Up here. Harpy Matriarch. Let's clear everything before we drive to the skill point.
I'll be alright. Soon.
Come here.
Defense, then offense.
Is she a veteran? She is not. Alright, where's the skill point? Over here. Scrabclaw's Roost.
Let's see how you
Scratched into the rocks at the base of the roost are the words, Scrabclaw challenges all. I accept the challenge. Where are you, Scrabclaw? There you are. You're not the boss of me. Where is Scrabclaw? Do we have to kill his minions before he comes back? There he is. Save my quickness for just such an occasion. Give us both some
There's one
boons.
to remember me by.
There we go. 4 out of 5 skill points. Pretty solid. Pretty good work, I think. Let's go finish out this art.
Death before defeat.
Ah! God, that's annoying, isn't it? You coming back anytime soon? You, No? You gone? There you are. Wow, and my 2 didn't work. That's really annoying. See if we can get him before he dodges away. Yes, we can. Perfect. I think if I use... Oh, wow. So he dodges right off the bat. Just right away. You're cool. I was gonna say, I think if I use Unrelenting Assault, I could get him before he dodged, but... I wonder how often they can use that dodge skill, like how frequently. Chill him. Are you just gonna run away? I'm gonna miss with that, aren't I? Yep. Alright, just a few more.
Fury
Is he a revenant as well? He is. I feel like a lot of the people you see in the open world recently are going to be revenants because he's got max mastery. Impressive. Because they're the new class, obviously, and people are going to be leveling them. Makes sense. So there's our heart here. Let's head over this way. All right. We've got our POI. 2 more POIs to get. 91% done with the map. Let's see what this lake is called. It's kind of gnarly looking. It doesn't look very like I should not be under this water. It's probably doing terrible things to my body. Gill Scale Pond. Yeah, it's look at that surface. That is not. Look at all that oil. That is grody. Okay. Looks like this is our last patch to uncover. We'll go all the way up, like right there. Maybe it goes all the way up over there. I don't know. I don't know things about stuff. There should be a cave right up here, though. A renegade cave with our last heart. Is it up here? No. I think it's farther over this way. No worries. We're 12 out of 13. Yeah, we're 12 out of 13 on hearts. Alright, and it should have our last skill point, too.
Of battle.
Oh, so we got our reward from the guild rush. Awesome. Looks like crystal slivers are our map reward for tonight. So there's our last heart, last waypoint, last POI. What about skill points? Where? Oh yeah, I knew exactly where my last skill point is going to be. And it's going to be in Killeen's grave. which is one of, like I said before, one of my favorite locations in the game. Let's finish off these renegades. Let's just run in and grab that POI really quick.
Quickly.
And I believe if those cannons hit you, you saw that AoE just pop up around me. I believe those knock you back, which is really annoying. So we try to keep that from happening. And here's our POI right here. Take out the mortar. That's all the POIs on the map. Wow, the mortar takes a while to kill. Yeah, this heart doesn't take too long. Alright, let's rampage our way back out of here. By the time we kill our way out, we should be almost done with the heart. Get our swiftness back.
Fury is mine.
Take out this dude. This great sword. What a chump. Perfect time for chain wins. Where? Ah. I was like, I need more things. I always swap to hammer and then end up being too close for it to really be effective. It's a thing I do.
Might makes me right.
Apparently you can't. I've noticed that there's some inanimate objects that Unrelenting Assault will work with, and there's some that it will not work with. And that's kind of annoying. I wish they could. I wish they could do like a blanket code for that, but I have no idea how the Guild Wars 2 game code works. So it's probably something tricky about it. It's not a huge deal if they're just inanimate objects. All the inanimate objects in Heart of Thorns function differently. Anyway, so they're definitely improving them going forward.
I need a moment.
This guy. Almost done with the heart. Here is a renegade for us to take out. So close to map completion. Will the mortar shell do anything for the heart? I've kind of killed myself into... Whoa. Alright. Don't touch the mortar shells. Pro tip. Yeah, I've kind of killed everything out here. Here's a... Here's something we can kill. This might get us the heart. There we go. 96% map completion. Grateful delegations. Thank you very much. And then what have we got left? Skill point and a waypoint. And that is right there, and I know exactly where the skill point is. The skill point is going to be right over here. And I purposefully left that area, not left it covered, because I wanted it to be the last area we go to, because it is one of my favorite, as I said before so many times, it is one of my favorite areas in the game. So we're going to end the stream in that location, in that locale.
Defense, then offense.
Can't have enough swiftness. Alright, let's waypoint over this way. And go finish off that last skill point and kind of talk about this cool little area a little bit. Not going to talk about it too much, because I would like you to go read the book, Ghosts of Ascalon, and kind of find out more about the character that this area is dedicated to. It's a very, very cool area, guys. I really hope you guys appreciate it like I do. Alright, here we are. Boy! We just pop out of the brand here into this nice little glen. Super awesome. Isn't this awesome? It's like just up in the corner here.
There's no end to Tyria.
Secluded Glen is what the area is called. It's just kind of up in the corner here. In the corner of the brand, and it's like, see how this is green and then everything else around it is branded? That's really cool. And we're going to talk to the people here. We have Gulick and the Traveling Priestess and Pile of Stones. A mound of stones lies undisturbed in this quiet grotto. Plants grow from the crevices, and bugs go about their business in the rocks. Examine the stones. Someone placed these stones with a great care and respect. It appears to be a cairn intended to memorialize a long-dead adventurer. Commune with this place of power. So this will get us our map completion right here. We have finished Fields of Ruin. Fantastic. And this is, of course, you heard me refer to the name of this place earlier. Nothing good. As the Grave of Killeen. This is where Killeen, a Sylvari character from the Ghosts of Ascalon book, has been laid to rest. And this is Gulick Oddsson, another character from the Ghosts of Ascalon, who is here paying his respects. And I will, I'm not going to talk to him about her. I'm going to have you go read the book. I want you to find out about them that way. And,
quickly!
That will be the stream for tonight. Thank you everybody for coming out. I really do appreciate it. Guildmag.com, as always. We'll grab my mail here. Guildmag.com, as always. Twitter, follow us on Twitter at Guildmag. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at GuildWarsMonk. It's right next to my portrait down there. And definitely follow us here on Twitch if you enjoyed the stream. There will be more. Every Monday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. There's also Sandra, our content manager, who will be starting her stream, her free-to-play leveling stream this Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And we do our podcast every Sunday on this Twitch channel at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So go to our website, check out our web articles, check out our magazine issues. And follow us on all the things, youtube.com/guildmag. Follow us here, Twitter, at Guildmag on Twitter. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Good night, everybody.